you know. It's like, we're all people, you know. Exactly. I hope so.
Yeah.
I don't want anyone to not. I don't need an AI rabbi.
Okay. I know, it's just like,
Yeah, my answer.
what?
My answer.
Yeah. My next one will be my mother on the 17th. You get my mother?
Oh, we haven't done this song in a while. Bowie Collar. We haven't done that one.
Oh, that's right. What?
Bowie Collar.
No, we haven't.
It's been a while.
Yeah, you're right. Micah.
He was somewhere there because I saw
him and his family in Israel.
Oh, they
They
went
went to Israel with his family.
Okay, then they were in the Dead Sea. I saw them like in water, and I figured they went in.
Yeah. It's cold in here.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, my answer. She's right there. My answer. The second one.
Many years different.
Yeah.
So, and whatever it is, she had the of when my father passed away and my mother passed away. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, it was really funny that his yortzeit, I don't know if you can have it, was 2 days before his birthday, which is December 20th. That's all there is.
Okay.
My aunt just died on Christmas.
Good, how are you? I am fine. Good. I knew there was like a wait. They rehearsing? I don't know.
I'm not sure, but when the door shut.
Yes,
you say,
it's a message.
Yes.
I'll take two, actually.
Oh, yeah.
You got the
Okay.
message, right? Since Micah isn't, don't want to offend him.
My answer.
What's that?
My answer.
Oh, okay.
In the main.
Oh, okay.
She died on Christmas.
Oh, my goodness. Oh, I'm so sorry.
She just got diagnosed 11 weeks with
That's your father's son? And that's
My
a
mom.
long time ago.
So, my grandpa's sister.
Oh,
The last time
Right
we
in.
tried to get in,
But nobody.
yeah.
So, my
tried
my
3
uncle
times,
Mike,
gave up.
who was married to my later to my grandma's sister, then Claire died of cancer 15 years ago. When I was 6. And then my
Oh, I see. And she's the one. Oh.
and they both Claire and but that's a thing that
No, it's not. Yeah.
but she just got diagnosed with
I know, but it's upside down.
Yeah.
I understand.
Well, it's supposed to say large
They
in
knew.
print.
Yeah.
But I know it's that 60.
Oh.
But it's only 11 years. My uncle Mike's here. I invited him. He lives in Michigan.
Oh, okay.
He wants
Right.
They're not.
Right.
It's way more
the installment plan, and I
What's
figured
working?
when I put it right.
They do reunions every day.
Oh, okay, yeah, that sounds good.
Okay, I went to one with them.
I finished my November cleaning 2 days ago, that last month, there were two
You phone them.
Okay, yeah.
That's fun, October, there's a wedding in November, there's a Hanukkah party in December, and I had medical trial, you know.
It's funny, did you know Rabbi Bellows is on this side?
She's in there.
She was in there and she walked out.
Yeah.
But
She didn't open the door.
She didn't open
No, I was just thinking like, what's going on? Intrigue.
It's,
It's what? Top secret, yes, okay.
Wait, what's
well, he said, I wonder what they're doing in there. He said, it's top secret.
Okay.
You actually know what's going
What?
on? You know what's going on?
Oh, I mean, they're just preparing for service. Yeah, no, what I
I don't know
think.
why Rabbi Bellows is over there.
Yes, I don't know either. And, you know, have to take her aside where they can't.
Yes, I have to figure this out.
She's a second. She went by Jim. I liked her. The middle one was Lee. L. Janice Lee Holtzman. How old is she?
Too early. Thank you. It's seated someplace. Yeah, unless there's someone that needs to sit there.
I'll go find out. Right. Oh, yeah. I'll go look at it. I don't
Shalom. How are you doing? Good day. Good day. We haven't had any bad stuff. We haven't come through it. Oh, we have not.
I get a shard of
Sure, there was a couple of,
Yeah, I don't know.
of the year, right? But it's already in the budget. Well, unless Alan Moss is brave enough to have he could do it. Oh, right, yeah, the voice. Oh, really?
Yeah, so you're all good. Yeah.
All that would be a budget issue. Nice if we could figure out a way to be more self-sufficient. There's gotta be somebody that can sing.
I know. How are you doing?
I won't sing this. I really can't sing.
Her daughter is friends with my cousin. And they both go to my cousin.
Next time you'll list of things. Well, not really. Yeah, I started it a couple of years ago. Yeah, cello is nice. The nice thing about it is going from the violin to viola is they play very similar. So it's not that. There's no the cello.
Hi.
I can help myself. Yeah, how are you? Thank you. Hello. Thank you. Yes. Oh, good for you.
I didn't sign up.
Special
Thank you.
Shabbat shalom. How are you? Good. How are you?
Thank you. She is in classes all weekend. What's that? Oh.
It's from
Look how many we have left
Ed's
already.
gonna donate.
How many people?
Yeah, pretty nice turnout. You brought and attracted a lot of people tonight.
Yeah, that's all.
Look at all the people.
So usually she should have it for like 25 cents. Molly, I'm gonna have to pull this out.
Thank you. Ella, shalom. Is Ella in seventh now?
I have a bunch of books on this other side, so.
Hi. I haven't seen you in forever.
Fair enough. I haven't seen you in forever either.
Are you in what grade?
I'm in 6th grade now.
Yeah, I met you in fourth grade.
What?
I met you in fourth grade.
I think 3rd grade, like right before I
Yeah.
entered. Yeah.
Because her sister was my mom.
Good job.
Thank you.
Shabbat shalom.
As good as can be expected, right?
Hello, shalom, shalom.
Thank you, Molly. Your brother's in there.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. You have a good turnout.
Yeah, we do.
Oh my God, for the auto shows? Yeah. We, back in those days, we did. Oh, yeah,
That looks good.
She says it matches.
I think it looks great. Shabbat shalom.
Go, get out of here. Go,
You're picking us out?
go.
I have no idea.
Yeah, I got it.
I don't like for sure.
Oh, Shabbat shalom.
I don't know.
Shabbat shalom.
Excellent. Let's all make sure that we're all here. Shabbat shalom. It's good to be together. I find myself saying the last few Fridays after winter solstice, this Friday we have a few more seconds of sunlight. It is that to have more light is a blessing in and of itself. We start a new book of the Torah, the book of Exodus, and with the story of how the Israelites became enslaved. There was a new Pharaoh, we read, who did not yet know Joseph. And yet, another person we read, this time in Torah, was fearful of our people. So we're so happy to have more light in the world, and we know that there's darkness, and how important it is for us to feel the light, experience it, and most importantly, know that we have the potential, the possibility, the capability to bring in the light. So we'll begin with Bowie Kala, a joyful, prayerful song greeting Shabbat. Then we'll move into Shirul Adonai, singing praises to God. And then Molly and me, and anyone else who would like to, will bring in the light of Shabbat together. Shabbat shalom, everybody.
Bowie Kala, Bowie Kala, Bowie Kala, Bowie Kala. Bowie Kala, Bowie Kala, Bowie Kala, Bowie Kala. Lecha Todi, Libra Kala, Ene Shabbat Bowie Kala, Bowie Kala, Bowie Kala, Bowie Kala. Bowie Kala, Bowie Kala, Bowie Kala, Bowie Kala. Lecha Todi, Libra Kala, Ene Shabbat Sing unto God all the earth a new song. I will sing unto God a new song. Sing unto God and we'll all sing along. All the earth a new song unto God. Shirul Adonai, O Haaretz. Shirul Adonai, Shir Hadash. I will sing unto God a new song.
We'll bring in the lights of Shabbat with candle lighting, and then Kiddush. The words are in the leaflet. And we can join together.
Baruch Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, asher kishanu b'mitzvotav, v'tzivanu le'hadlit ner shel Shabbat.
Dodi. Together we'll sing verses 1 through 5 and 9. And when we come to verse 9, if we're able, we stand facing the sanctuary doors, welcoming in God. Here we go. Page 142, Shalom. Think about to us the Debbie Friedman melody of Shalom Aleichem, and this was the last piece that she wrote, and we are observing this Shabbat Debbie's yard site, not the Hebrew date, but the English date, and those of us who have been around, for decades and decades know that the farm was founded by a group of families singing and praying on Friday night in someone's house with the first Jewish album of its kind by Debbie Friedman called Sing Unto God. So we remember her and we sing, and we, with Shalom Aleichem, we invite the angels to come in and give us all the blessings. We need all the blessings, and we get to ask for them too. Shalom Aleichem.
Ah
Baruch, page 146. Be seated and we'll turn to page 148. We'll play Mariva Leaves together in Hebrew. Page 150.
soul, and with all of thy might. And all these words which I command you on this day shall be in thy heart, shall be in thy heart. And thou shalt teach them diligently unto thy children, and thou shalt speak of them when thou sittest in thy house, when thou walkest by the way, and when thou liest down, and when thou risest up, and when thou risest up. Thou shalt bind them for a sign upon thy hand. They shall be for frontlets between thy eyes. And thou shalt write them on the doorposts of thy house, and upon thy gates, and upon thy gates, that ye may remember and do all of my commandments, and be holy unto your God, unto your God, unto your God.
Yechamocha is on page 158. Yechamocha was written by, or we find in the Torah, what was sung after the Israelites crossed the Red Sea, discovering, feeling the miracle of the parting of the sea, and just rejoicing. We read Miriam and the women danced. We meet Miriam in this week's Torah portion in Shemot. She saved Moses. For more information, just turn to the Torah portion. But in general, for now, Miriam saved Moses. And when I was thinking about worship tonight, realized that Miriam saved Moses, so we were saved. Right? Moses led the liberation out of Egypt, but Miriam also saved us, because she remembered that there is going to be joy at the end of this road. There is going to be a miracle. And so she remembered the musical instruments to celebrate. She remembered the tambourines, and she taught us to dance and to experience joy and light. That also is the miracle. Let's join together. Hashibinu is on page 160, the last lines of our prayer. God spread over us a shelter of peace, Sukkot Shalom, spread over us, over world, Jerusalem, the shelter of peace. We need peace every day, every week. I'm particularly feeling that we need peace at this moment. We'll join together.
Ashkireinu Adonai Eloheinu Leshalom V'hamidenu Shomreinu Lechaim Ashkireinu Adonai Eloheinu Leshalom V'hamidenu Shomreinu Lechaim Ushmor Tzidkenu Ashkireinu Adonai Eloheinu Leshalom V'hamidenu Shomreinu Lechaim.
Prayer invites God's presence to suffuse our spirits, God's will to prevail in our lives. Prayer may not bring water to parched fields, nor mend a broken bridge, nor rebuild a ruined city, but prayer can water an arid soul, mend a broken heart, rebuild a weakened will. We'll pray together the tefillah, the beginning of the tefillah, which is on page 164. We'll offer Adonai Sfatai together, and then we'll move into silent prayer, either praying pages from the prayer book, the Siddur, or finding the words in our own hearts. Please rise if you're able for the tefillah. Eternal God, we ask your blessings for the safety and well-being of the state of Israel and those who defend it. Grant wisdom and discernment to all who guide and govern Israel, that they may lead with clarity, compassion, and courage. May those touched by conflict find comfort and hope. God of mercy and strength, ordain peace in the land and grant its inhabitants eternal happiness. We'll pray together the prayer for the release of the last hostage, Ron Kabili. God of our mothers and our fathers, please see to it that our last but not forgotten hostage, Ron, is returned speedily as promised. We pray that he comes home to his loved ones with dignity. May the one who makes peace in the heavens bring peace to all Israel now and forever. We'll continue with the leaflet and offer words. Soon we'll share together if we have any good news. And the foundation of good news is having a sense of gratitude. So we offer, Michael will lead us in I Give Thanks together.
I give thanks for all that I see. I am endless, like waves of the sea. I am humbled by your glory above, for restoring my soul, for making me whole, for your wisdom, your faith, and your love. I give thanks for all that is me. I am boundless, majestic and free. I am grateful for the gift of this day, for my body and mind, for the Spirit to find all His blessings abounding. I pray.
Who has some good news to share? Beth?
Today, we saw for the first time in a few days, the male cardinal, and for the first time in a couple of weeks, the female cardinal. I was worried about it.
Beautiful, beautiful. Gail and Bernie offer a Shabbat shalom from Florida. Luke, I'm sure this is on no one's mind, says, hopefully the Bears will win. Thank you, Luke. Anybody else? Yeah.
Matthew would like to share that he made his school play, Annie Jr. He's the mailman, so he's like one of the very first lines of the whole show. And then his teacher asked him to do another part of the show, so he's got like 4 different parts.
That's great. Nice job, Matthew.
It's in March, like right before spring break.
Molly.
My mom turned 57 yesterday.
Happy birthday
Happy
to your
birthday.
mom. Yeah. Nice going. That is great.
With his head, yes.
Who else? Yeah.
Shabbat shalom to Bernie and Gail.
Bernie and Gail, you might have heard Carrie says Shabbat Shalom. And Judy and Marty say ditto on Shabbat Shalom. Basically, I think we should have services in Florida. Newlands.
My son Jason, who
it seems to be just had his bar mitzvah a few years ago, turned 39 this week.
Oh, Jason turned 39.
So,
39.
Beth.
Monica and George and I went to a candlelight vigil in Barrington today, for the woman that was killed by ice. And it was peaceful, and there were, what, 80, probably 80 to 100 people there. It was very nice. Yeah.
We are able to celebrate my granddaughter's 70th birthday. She found a certain hour when we are have her presence. So, you know, you are grateful for whatever you get at this age.
Very wise. Beautiful. It is good to share good news. Luke coming in for number 2, and it is the first. Yes, you are right. Michael, we are happy to have you here. Yes. Thank you, Luke. There are people waiting for Day of Good News. We keep them in our thoughts, and we name the names of those who are in need of our prayers and God's blessings out loud or in our hearts, on Zoom as well. If you have a name to add to our Mishverach list, there are friends of Bethlehem also in the leaflet who we pray for. We'll start this way.
Richard, Yehuda, Michael, Rebecca, Susan, and Rebecca.
Joel Stoll.
Jefferson and Lisa.
Lucky Climber.
Difference of ice rays.
Rochelle, Sharon Rubin, and, Lori Beckman.
Carrie Eisenberg.
We take all of them into our hearts and we pray, we sing Mishverach, page 371.
In the Torah portion in chapter 3, verses 2 through 4. A messenger of God appeared to Moses in a blazing fire out of a bush. Moses gazed, and there was a bush all aflame, yet the bush was not consumed. Moses said, I must turn aside to look at this marvelous sight. Why does the bush not burn up? It's odd because we think of bonfires, fires, of something that should eventually burn down. It should consume the fuel that's in the fire. It's like these tensions right there. It's what makes it stand out. And in the Midrash, we learn one of the many reasons that Moses is picked to be our greatest teacher and our greatest prophet, is because Moses knew in that moment that there was something unique and special in that tension of these opposites pulling in that fire that was not consumed.
that he had this wisdom or this sensitivity to understand that there were those opposites in that moment. And he said, well, there's a lot going on over there and over there and back in Egypt, but I'm going to stop and I'm going to notice that. We live in a world with great opposites that are constantly pulling at each other. And I want to take a moment to admit just a few personal opposites and tensions for my winter break. The first, I cannot stand lotions. Self-diagnosed sensory issues. So over winter break, I got sunburned. Now, if you admit it to the Prass family, the rest of my family, it will be history, because I've never admitted to them that I was sunburned. So please don't tell anyone. I was raised by parents who taught me that their children are always their babies. So to our youth here, remember that. Even when we have mortgages, even when I, their baby, make them grandparents, and my children are still my babies, even when we took them to Jamaica just a little bit ago, and the one who was legal drinking age only in Jamaica, not here in America, all of a sudden became a drinking buddy. My 2-year-old and my 19-year-old were my drinking buddies. Two polar opposites all of a sudden happened. In Jamaica, we had the pleasure to go to Bob Marley's birthplace, where ganja is part of the Rastafarian religion, and the odor was everywhere. And if you see the final picture, a beautiful sunset picture right there at Bob Marley's childhood home, you see 4 of the 5 of us are smiling, and our 9th grader could not smile for the entire hour, including that last minute. 2 absolute polar opposites, and I absolutely learned something about my 9th grader, which I'm pleased to learn about my 9th grader that he's not into. My father of blessed memory, he was a trained actor, schooled in the Stanislavski method of acting. He performed Shakespeare, West Side Story, Caine Mutiny, and other things like it. And his other career was he was a bar owner, the CC Club in Minneapolis, a wonderful storied neighborhood joint is what it's often called, a dive bar. There's art made of it, Legos made of it. Bands have started there, and in his day when he owned it, it was the neighborhood police hangout. And when each of his 4 children became teenagers, he was very clear. Those police have a badge, they have a bat, and they have other things on their belts. And your job as my child is to say, yes sir, no ma'am, and if there's a problem or something wrong with what they did, later on we'll deal with it, but in that moment, that is all you will say, and that's what I expect. And as we've all seen with whatever news outlet you watch, my beautiful home state of Minnesota, where I grew up with, I used to see Prince on his purple motorcycle, cruising down Hennepin Avenue. True story for those of you who are actually into Prince. The land of 10,000 lakes, the land of Bob Dylan, the land of Hubert Humphrey. This last week, whatever your news outlet, you saw in recent weeks that the federal government turned up the temperature. And sadly, this last week, that temperature became so hot that a young woman has sadly been killed, shot by a uniformed officer paid by our federal government, just miles from where I grew up, in the neighborhood adjacent to the high school where I graduated from. And so I asked Rabbi Bells if I could share some words tonight, both as a rabbi, as a Jew, and a proud but sad and nervous, truly nervous son of Minneapolis, Minnesota. I'm going to say right now, if I agitate or aggravate all of us, including myself, just once, then I think I might have done my job, not because I'm here to aggravate you, not because I want to aggravate you, but because this has really been an aggravating week. And because when we open up, and when we can listen that probably everybody right now is aggravated. Whatever your kitchen table talks about with politics, we are all aggravated right now. When we can open up and we can listen to both sides of what we're all aggravated, then maybe there's something more that can be done, because what's happening right now is not working. And what I want to suggest, what's missing, is that when we listen to that other person, and even better, perhaps even better, when we put those two voices together, then we can solve the source of the problem. Because the fire was burning, and the fuel was not consumed. Here's what I've learned from some friends that were there. We know the facts. A woman is dead, grotesquely murdered. I see some of the ages of folks who are here, and we're glad that that age group is here. You can read the details on your own. And sadly, her children are now orphaned. I have some high school friends who sent me videos taken by their own children as they left high school. It showed ICE agents shooting tear gas at their high school as school let out this past Wednesday, the same day that this woman was shot, scattering the students, snatching high school students out of the way. Students were tear gassed in this video as 3 staff were taken right in front of the eyes of these students. My friend wrote in to give me some background with the video that her child took. Here's a video of ICE tear gassing my kids' high school classmates. This was the scene of my son's high school a few minutes ago. Is this fostering a safe learning environment? They were heading to school for a basketball practice. Needless to say, practice was canceled. And I don't know if you've read, Minneapolis Public Schools has canceled all school Thursday and today, Friday. In addition, I just wanted to add how awesome our teachers, staff, and administration of this high school. They put themselves in danger by getting in between the officers and the students, making sure those students were protected. They're more than just educators. They step in as our kids' protectors when we're not there. Family members who couldn't drive, I had family members who couldn't drive to and from, both because ICE obstructions and because many of these protesters on the other side of the conversation were getting in the way of the flow of day-to-day traffic, and sadly with the death of the woman, sadly emergency vehicles, and then the investigations which are still ongoing. I have a friend from 8th grade, since 8th grade. Her role as chief facilities officer for the entire county and the healthcare systems that feed into all of Minneapolis. She said, quote, I couldn't share many details with you for HIPAA, due to HIPAA reasons, but she knew hours before any of us knew from the news broke. I was pretty impressed with this friend, that she grew up into this. But she said, quote, she hoped that people didn't burn down the city again, still reeling from what happened with George Floyd in May, June of 2020, including the buildings that she had to be responsible for. That's this verse. We have to notice both, that sometimes there's the burning, and sometimes the stuff isn't consumed, what is there. And sometimes we have to worry that burning can become destructive. It's not a source of wholeness. And so I want to talk about some of these tensions. President Trump has chose to shine a hot spotlight on Minnesota for a variety of reasons. One is a stack of corruption cases, all perpetrated by Black, Muslim, Somalian community. And he's correct. People who read the Minnesota news, I don't know if you're amongst us, have known about this for months, but it's made national news in recent time. The number of indicted individuals are now close to 100, and the amount that they've defrauded the government looks to be approaching $1 billion. Further, I can tell you that many in the Somalian community have not cared about the laws of the land of Minnesota for some years. It predates, but President Trump has chosen to shine the national spotlight. But I'm going to tell you on the other hand, I had to double check my facts. There are over 64,000 Somalians that have immigrated into the Minneapolis community area, while only 100 are part of this fraud scheme. And they should not be persecuted due to the actual Somalian criminals. 100 criminals, 64,000 residents. And by the way, one thing that has barely made it to the news, the ringleader of that $1 billion scheme fraud is a white person who has been in jail for months. Second thing I want to talk about, these polar opposites. We all have access to the videos of the death on Wednesday. And we can all draw our own conclusions, and we can all pretend we are FBI agents. I've tried to. I've already hung up the phone on my mother once as she tried to be one of them. She shouldn't have been there, and I should not have been aggressive. But we live in the land where you're innocent until proven guilty, and we need to take a breath, and we need to slow down, and that is the opposite end of this, and this is where I'm going to assume I might be aggravating many who might be listening. We all want to jump to conclusions, and we need to slow down. Because in Minneapolis, I'm going to tell you that boiling water is bubbling up and up and up, and people are afraid things are going to burn, and investigations are going to happen. The problem with the investigations is I'm talking about two opposites. I'm going to give you a third opposite. Our governments aren't working together. It's now gotten to the point where the state and the federal government, we watch these movies where eventually they work out, they yell at each other. They said, fine, forget it, we're not gonna work together. So the investigations are happening, we'll get the results. Hopefully they'll figure it out, but 2 investigations are happening, and I encourage all of us to do what I'm trying to do. Just wait till the results are coming out so that we can do what we live by in America, and we should be proud of. We are innocent until proven guilty, and let the investigations happen. I encourage all of us to do free speech. I heard those who went to the vigil in Barrington. But I want all of us to ask, when we see these ICE agents, which I don't want on our streets, I want to make that very clear with this next point. They're walking around in masks. They're big and they're bulky, and they have weapons that are taller than our first graders. Would you want your child to be that close to them? Is that walking into the fire that will consume the fuel? My answer is, I don't want my children to do that. When I hear what my family members who have children that are saying they're gonna go to the next one, I'm saying you should really think twice about that. Is when you hear, hey, the stove is hot. There's studies about, I'm gonna touch it. This stove is really hot. These ICE agents we know are ramped up and they have one task, and we saw what they're here to do in Illinois, and everything that I'm seeing and hearing from friends and family in Minneapolis, it's times 10, it's times 20, and it is feeling scary and dangerous. Another tension. In my lifetime, I've been hearing president after president, candidate after candidate for 20, 30 years. They've all said that immigration is a problem. So I'm not going to say that Trump is wrong. I'm going to say that 20, 30 years of presidents, Trump is right. But I'm also going to say that this is not the way to do it. We should not have human beings living in fear. We should not have human beings afraid to go to work, human beings afraid to go to grocery stores. So while we may have an immigration problem in this country, this is absolutely not the way to do it. And we need to reevaluate this, and even before we reevaluate it, this ICE process needs to stop, where people are being gunned down in the street. The statistic I read today, since ICE has been employed, we're up to at least 8 people have been shot by the hands of ICE. It needs to, maybe more. I'm very secure in being wrong. Another truth. Not truth. I don't need to be the truth giver in this one. A friend who works, he's a high level in a bank whose headquarters in Minneapolis. Before we knew anything about the identity. In our college friend text, he wrote, I just hope it's not a black person. Let that sink in for a second. Minneapolis, who had blocks burned after the murder of George Floyd. To have a friend say, it's awful that she died. He cared, that one truth. But on the polar opposite, to worry, what would the reaction be if it was a person of color? How the community would react, still in fear, still tense, still feeling the shoulders like this. What if it was a person of color, and how would the community react? And to almost have to take a sigh of relief, awful that she died this way, and then, phew, it was a white person. What an awful reality that is, that we're in, and we should not be in that reality. The streets of Minneapolis are truly beautiful. To grow up and to see Prince riding in the 80s, that was awesome. The hairstyles, not so much awesome. But I'm telling you right now, the streets of Minneapolis are truly tense, and people are really afraid that it is a powder keg waiting for one additional match. This woman should not be the beginning of that match. It should be the end of it. And as the Jewish mayor, Reformed Jew, belongs to a synagogue, said, which I won't say from the Bema, ICE, please get the explicative out. They need to stop. They need to figure out how to solve this a different way. So what do we do? Because the end of this way is not fair to any of us. Well, I was in Jamaica over winter break. There was something that everyone there said. There's no problems. There's only situations. So if I were to apply this to this right now, I'm going to tell you there's a lot of situations. There's a lot of bushes aflame, and there's a lot of things right now that are being consumed. And we need to get back to that place where both there's holiness, the fire is lighting the way, and we see that happening and not the streets burning. I want to encourage all of us to protest, speak out, cry out, write to whoever you want, but do it wisely. Do it safely. Do it with an eye to being productive, and do it in a way that you know your friends and family are safe. Listen to folks on the ground, and I want to, another high school friend whose children go to that same high school I mentioned earlier. Some of you have asked if there's any way that you can help support our school community. I reach out to the school's administration, and they're still figuring things out. Once we know, we'll let you know. They're still figuring out. It's only been 48 hours. You're all good people. We're all lovely people. We want to help. Let's let them lead the way. Our mayor of Minneapolis, as I mentioned, who is a Reformed Jew and a member of Temple Israel Minneapolis, he wrote this. I'm heartbroken by this tragic loss of life. In this moment of sorrow, I'm encouraging all Minneapolis natives to, quote, respond right now to bring out our best version of ourselves, to show the kind of courage, bravery, love, and compassion that makes Minneapolis, Minneapolis, and that makes America, America. If I've aggravated you tonight, I'm sorry. And if I've aggravated you, come find me after so we can aggravate each other together and learn from each other and bring our voices together. My goal was not to make you upset, but our streets are tense, and this is not okay what is happening right now. There's a text that we sing often, O Yavo Shalom. May peace still be coming to this, our midst, right here and right now. I've asked Micah to lead us in a moment in a version which asks you to all sing, as you always do in such beautiful ways, but to do so in a way that will be a 2, maybe 3-part round, or in musical words that he knows better than I do. And I'm asking him to do it for this reason. We all want peace to come out of this. What happened Wednesday is awful. And how do we do it? Moses showed us. There was a fire, and what was in the fire was not consumed, but Moses showed us the way. Stop and notice what's special. Notice what are polar opposites, and notice that those polar opposites can still exist and still create something beautiful and holy when we let those things blend together. So I'm going to ask that we come together in these moments right now. Odia bo shalom aleichem. May peace still come here amongst us when we bring our voices together in this moment, this Shabbat, this space, this community, and then maybe, just maybe, we will let that seep out into these streets, this community, and on and so forth.
So it's 2 parts. 2 parts, a lot of you probably know, but this song is slower than the version that we stand up and clap. So the first part we'll learn is a new part. The words are just Ayo, so it goes like this. Ayo, 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 Ayo. That's the whole first part. So if we can try it together, if you're comfortable singing, if not, we'll sing it for a little bit. Ayo, 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 Ayo. Second part is Ojabo Shalom Aleinu, Ojabo Shalom Aleinu, Ojabo Shalom Aleinu Ve'al Kulam, Ojabo Shalom Aleinu, Ojabo Shalom Aleinu, Ojabo Shalom Aleinu Ve'al Kulam. Third part, Salam Aleinu ve'al kol ha'olam, So these all three parts can go together. Let's pick the second two, Ojabo and Salam. If we can split us in half. Each group will sing one part. When we get to the end, we'll switch. And then after we've done it a couple times, we'll all end with the AO. So can this side start with Ojabo? And can this side start with Salam? So, Salamino, Aleinu, Ojabo Shalom Aleinu, Ojabo Shalom Aleinu, Ve'akulam, Salam Shalom Aleinu, Ve'achol Olam, Salam, Salam, switch parts, Salam, Ojabo Shalom Aleinu, Aleinu, Ve'achol Olam, Salam, Salam, Ve'akulam, Salam, Ojabo Shalom Aleinu, Aleinu, Ve'achol Olam, Salam, Salam, Ve'akulam. We all have Ayo, 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 Ayo,
Happy to invite Paul for announcements.
Boy, that's a lot to come up. For the board of directors, sorry.
You have to do the fourth part, pardon me.
For the board of directors, we will welcome you and a happy Shabbat shalom. We would like to thank the, I'm freaking out here. I think you're doing great. Rabbi, your service is wonderful. Rabbi Press, that was one heck of a sermon, I'll tell you that. The next monthly Mahjong meetup is on Sunday, July 11th, January 11th, 9:30 to 11:30. And you could come to play and learn. On the 15th, the Sisterhood is having a Bunko night. I have no idea what Bunko is, so hopefully you all come out and enjoy it. Also, the Sisterhood on the 19th, from 4:45 to 6:15 is going to be My Starving Children Monday. It's in the Schaumburg location. Registration is required. The Men's Club is having a chili cook-off on the 25th, 4 to 6, $10 for adults, $5 for the kids, and you have to register. The Men's Club is going to the Chicago Wolves. So far, we have 10 tickets sold, and have you ever been to a Wolves game? They're a lot of fun. And it's on January 31st. The cost is $22 per ticket, and there's $18 for parking. And the average fee, you have to register for that.
15.
Huh?
15, not 18.
Oh, here it says 18. Well, you lied to me. The Purim Masquerade Ball, forget it. Go on. So, that's $15.
$15.
Okay. Purim Masquerade Ball is Sunday the 21st at 7 p.m. It's $30 per person. The food pantry is Sunday.
February 21st.
I did say that. Yeah, February 21st. The food pantry is Sunday, and we're always looking for donations, either food or canned goods or cash. Remember, we don't want any expired goods. We just want to throw them away.
Also, nothing with pork and nothing in giant sizes, just the regular
Okay,
sizes.
perfect. I get that in
No glass.
Okay. And then Bethlehem Security Committee is having a JUF Security Network. Will be hosting active threat training on Tuesday, either in person or Zoom on the January 13th at 7 p.m. You have to register, so.
You're doing great.
Yeah.
It's a hard crowd.
Shabbat shalom, everybody.
Shabbat shalom.
And we all know that we can always find what Paul is saying on the Sunday email update and our Facebook pages. Now we will return to prayer. Page 586, if you're able, please rise.
Aleinu Shabbat Ratzon Hakol, Atenu Laliotse Breshit, Shelo Sange Haratzot, Velo Samanu Mishpachot Adama, Shelo Samchachenu Kahem, Vegor Aleinu Kechol Amonam, Vanachnu Korim, Umishtakavim Uvotim, Lifnei Melech, Malkei HaMalkim, HaKadosh Baruch Hu, V'ne'emar, V'haya Adonai, V'melech al kol ha'aretz, Bayom ha'u, Yeh Adonai echad, U'shemo echad.
Please be seated. Learner's Kaddish is on page 598. If the name of your loved one is on our shloshim or yard site list, if you're able, please stand when the name is called. We think of our loved ones whom death has recently taken from us, those who died at this season in years past, and those whom we have drawn into our hearts with our own. We are in Shloshim for Janice Coleman, Leslie Lasshure, Helena Bernberg. We offer condolences to your families. We observe the yard sites of Alan Sharon, Jerry Cherney, Martin Hirsch, Philip Max LeBurser, Maxwell Hetler, Richard Kidder, Barbara Sue Josephson, Richard Lava, Bertha Luskin, Marvin Miller, Myrna Mondry, Bonnie Oberman, May Oppenheim, Jerome Courtney, Melvin Ross, Saul Rosen, Helen Saperstein, Sydney Sonnen, David Talbert, Hannah Talbert, William Weingart. Are there any other names?
Micah Slices.
May the memory of your loved ones be a continued blessing and inspiration. We, as one family, remember the 6 million Jews who perished in the Holocaust. In particular, we remember the Jews from Koyatsin and Rodic, Czechoslovakia, whose stories we keep in our hearts in sacred trust and remembrance. Together, Yizgadal v'yizgadal Shmei Rabbah, Ve'alman v'rach Yuzei v'yamich ma'utei, V'chayechon v'yamechon, V'chayei t'kol Beis Yisrael, V'hakalah v'zman kariv v'imru amen, Yehi Shmei Rabbah v'orach le'olam ome'omaya, Yizbarach v'yishtabach v'yishahar v'yishtamah v'yinaseh, V'yizadar v'yizaleh v'yizalal Shmei Kedusha B'richu, Le'elam yimkol v'yirchata v'shirata, Tushkata v'nechmata, Damiran v'alma v'imru amen, Yehi Shlama Rabba v'yishmaya, V'chayim aleinu v'al kol Yisrael v'imru amen. Oseh shalom v'numah, Hu yaseh shalom, aleinu v'al kol Yisrael v'imru amen. May the one who creates harmony on high bring peace to us, to Israel, and all the world, and we say together. Amen. Please be seated. Before we offer our closing song, let's have Motzi together.
Eloheinu melech haolam, hamotzi lechem